Okay, welcome everyone. I'm excited to see so many of you in attendance. We want to welcome you to the CAAR's Value in 2025 Expectations for Dues, Service Fees, and Benefits. We're here to give you some really important information that I think you'll find very valuable. I'm Ann Burrows. I'm the 2024 CAAR president. And I understand that, those are difficult times. Those are challenging times. We have a lot of different, there's a lot going on right now. We appreciate you taking the time to come here and listen to what we have to say. I'm joined today by Amanda Spagoni, our CAAR treasurer, and Abby Tamman, the CAAR CEO. We're going to kind of take turns telling you about different things that are going on within CAAR, what you can expect in terms of value, benefits, and expectations for next year. But before we start, I need to go ahead and talk about the antitrust statement. That's a statement that ensures that we're encouraging discussions that promote all realtors and does not restrict competition among members or potential members. We work to foster a forum for an open discussion of diverse opinions without attempting in any way to discourage or sanction any business practices. And this CAAR antitrust statement is always acknowledged before any meeting. So as I said, I wanted to welcome Amanda and Abby and also mention, just to kind of get everybody in the mood. Next year is actually going to be the 100th year of the existence of CAAR. So CAAR was founded in 1925, and we're going, President-elect Josh White is, I know, ruminating over a lot of great ideas for celebrating this. So this is to say that CAAR has been around for a really long time, and members have found value in it. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here 100 years later. But we feel that with the changing times, it's important for us to kind of highlight all the things that CAAR does and how it fits in the ecosystem of your business. So I wanted to mention also that if anytime you have any questions, there is a Q&A section in the Zoom. Please go ahead and use that feature. We're going to address all the questions at the end of the session. We have some slides to go through to kind of give you some information. Please wait until the end of the session. We're going to have a Q&A session that at least 15 to 30 minutes, we're hoping, depending on how quickly I speak and everybody else. So to begin the session, I want to turn it to Abby, who is going to cover some general information about CAAR. Go ahead, Abby.
Absolutely. You bet. And we have just come from a past President's Council meeting where we were talking all about all the great things that are going to be happening, not only the remainder of this year, but also what we were doing to forecast and prepare for next year. This webinar is intended to make sure that we're having a conversation and we're being transparent and make sure that you understand what value you're getting in the local, state, and national association. So Ann and Amanda, we've had a bunch of meetings, and I think I highlighted 3 words: transparency, collaboration, and value. Those 3 concepts were absolutely top of mind as we were going through all of our discussions we've had discussions with 30 to 40 different members in various groups. So we're not creating this information in a vacuum. We have talked to a lot of members and want to make sure that you understand where we're going for the future. So let us keep moving with those concepts in mind. I've already talked a little bit about CAAR, and as you know, when you join CAAR, you also join at the same time Virginia Realtors and the National Association of Realtors. The 3 associations together work in concert to make you a value to your clients. We want to support you as a realtor or an affiliate member who is serving the community, trying to create opportunities for home ownership and affordable housing. So the 3 organizations together make up the structure that supports you. And today during the webinar, we're going to talk about all the benefits that you get from each of those organizations so that you leave here feeling confident about moving into that 100th year with us and paying your dues. Excellent. As you know, we sit right in the middle of the state. I always say that we're in the middle of our Virginia triangle right there. We encompass the city of Charlottesville, Albemarle, Fluvanna, Greene, Louisa, and Nelson. Those are our primary footprint areas, but as your businesses grow, we know that you're working with additional realtors and clients in different counties. So we we realize and recognize that your business is growing, and we want to make sure that the association is scaling along with you, because you have a board of choice. There were 27 other associations on this screen, and we know that you could choose to go somewhere else, but we believe very confidently and enthusiastically that the benefits that we're going to talk about today are going to want you to maintain your CAAR membership. So when you look at the building, you drive past. I say this all the time to Hillsdale Conference Center clients. When you look at the outside of the CAAR building, you don't really recognize what's going on inside. You have a significant team of people who are working behind the scenes to help support the board's decision and our strategic plan. So you have a big staff team who will be executing all the business of the association as determined by the board in the strat plan. We offer a Central Virginia School of Real Estate, which is how we can process all of your CE and broker CE and post-licensure education. We, of course, run the MLS, which I think is probably the tool most of you are familiar with. We run the Paragon system for you. We have a significant amount of members, probably 15 to 20% of our members are in the commercial MLS, the Central Virginia commercial MLS. We also run the conference center. We're excited to have folks in-house who are renting the building pretty much every day and even on the weekends. And most recently, you've heard about the CAAR Foundation. We are a completely separate organization from the foundation. The board of directors, over a period of many years, felt it was very important that we create a separate 501c3 operation for you to contribute either your time or your dollars to help support affordable housing in this community. And you're going to hear a lot more about the foundation in the coming months. They are absolutely picking up steam. And as many of you know, they recently hired a new executive director, Dave Norris, also a former mayor in the city of Charlottesville. So he comes with great recognition, and he comes with great enthusiasm to pick up the torch and ensure that CAAR and its members can support the local community in affordable housing and property rights. So that's a lot of background information on who we are and what we do. This structure is really small for you on the screen, but what I wanted to highlight is the fact that, again, the three of us on the screen are not making decisions in a vacuum. We as an organization rely on our volunteers and our committee members to help us make decisions. They help us create the strategic plan, and then they also help us execute all of the details that go behind that, all with the end goal in mind of creating transparency and value for you so that you can better serve your clients. So there's any number of ways folks can interact with the association, committees, project teams, short-term, long-term, but you all as those volunteers on those groups are deriving the decisions that we make as an association. Amanda, with all those conversations in mind, I know that you led some very important discussions recently where we were talking about how we wanted to get to the financial approach of 2025. Could you give us some highlights?
Sure. So thanks everybody for joining us. So I'm Amanda Spaghetti, the treasurer for CAAR this year. And when we were talking about, so I'm the chair of the Budget and Finance Committee. So we have started looking at the budget for 2025. And when it came to reviewing what our dues are, we took a bunch of things into when we're planning for the budget for 2025. We take into consideration several different things. And so we looked at the fees individually and as a total package. And we also wanted to make sure that we reviewed all of the services that we do offer our members, and look at ways that we can reduce costs and evaluate underutilized services so we can figure out which is the best, and make sure that we're offering everything that we can to our agents. We also took into consideration our demographics of our current CAAR membership, and so as a result, we decided that we perhaps need to be conservative in our membership and retention projections, just based on things we're seeing in the industry as we're kind of going forward. And we had some 2025 recommendations that were analyzed and recommended by our member groups as they came forward in alliance with our accountant and such. So as a result of those, kind of thinking about those, we wanted to make sure that we looked at several different things, because we are going to be dealing with a little bit of shortfall. So we wanted to, we took to the results were that we are going to do an equitable increase in the dues and service fees in every category. So we're not just raising some, we're going kind of across the board. But we're also going to cut costs where possible. Usage of products, look at the apply for grants, look at the different things that the different benefits and really investigate what's being utilized, what's not, and making sure that we have the best services for our agents. And then, of course, we also have a reserve fund, and we are going to be looking at that. So we kind of took a three-prong approach to look at, or we're taking a three-pronged approach when we're looking at the budget for next year. So
Should
with
we
all
do a
that
drum
being
roll?
said,
No, I'm
what?
kidding. Should we do a
So
drum
with all
roll?
that being said, on the next slide, so we already knew that the National Association of Realtors came out and said that they were not going to be raising dues for 2025. Virginia Realtors has in their bylaws that they raise their dues between 3% and 5%, and they are raising it, so it's a $5 difference. So the VAR dues are going up $5. So in looking at our historical data, we hadn't raised the CAAR realtor dues for a few years, 2 years. And so we are raising them to $425. So it's a $35 difference. Our affiliate dues are going up from $285 to $310. And that's for a single affiliate. And then for our group affiliate, because we had 2 different affiliate group memberships. And then for a group, it's going from $410 to $450.
For the first 2,
For
and
the
then there'll
first
be
2.
a small fee for anybody over the 2. Yeah.
And then our Paragon, so for a Paragon, it is going up from just $10 from $360 to $370. And our MLS only annual dues will be going from $250 to $275. So then the service fee roughly works out to $42 a month or $126 a quarter. And as we do bill quarterly. So overall, it ends up being $9 a quarter and $3 a month. And then the MLS support staff fee is going from $150 to $175. So we looked at, again, we did it across the board. So commercial MLS is going from $150 to $162. And our MLS support staff fee for that is going from $150 to $175.
And as a bonus, I just wanted to make sure we highlighted this. If you pay for a support staff person, that person can have access to both MLSs for that one fee. You just have to let us know so we can make sure that we have that person set up correctly.
And then our MLS data feed registration. So that's the thing when you join CAAR, is going from $350 to $375. And the MLS data feed annual fee is going from $600 to $650.
Yes, it's misspelled, but it's still the word fee.
It is fee.
And I think that's for the activation, that was for like.
You want me to go back?
data
There you go.
feed.
Yes.
That wasn't like the cost of your MLS subscription. That was
Right.
data feed.
That's the
to-
feed. If
Yeah.
you have a feed to like a website or that type of thing.
Mhm. Yes.
And then central lock fees are going up the one time. So when you're where you're just getting a central lock key service, it's going from $50 to $60. And the service fee is going from $90 a quarter to $105 a quarter, or just about $5 a month. There will be, once you're billed your dues, the dues are going up, or will be posted to your accounts on Tuesday, September 3rd. Is it Tuesday?
Yes, Tuesday the 3rd. Mhm.
So we'll be going out Tuesday. There will also be two spots where you can do suggested contributions to both RPAC, the Realtor Political Action Committee, as well as the Charlottesville Area Association of Realtors Foundation, or the CAAR Foundation. Those two, it'll be 45 is the suggested contribution for RPAC. And with the foundation, since they're so new, you can make a donation now or you can wait. But the suggested which you can adjust your donation
Right.
to the
Up or down.
I just got a message from Tiffany. It's $40 for the RPAC.
Yes. Yeah. And we offer different fair share opportunities depending
Right.
on who you are. So an agent who is not a broker has a suggested fair share contribution of $40.
Right.
For a
Okay.
broker, there's a suggested fair share contribution of $150. And for affiliates, we recommend a fair share contribution of $100.
Okay.
So the RPAC dollars and the foundation dollars are going to two separate locations, but both fields are editable. So you can always go up. I don't want to think that I'm suggesting that you go down.
Right.
Keep what's there or consider going up if there's an opportunity.
Right. So while it's natural to evaluate costs, it's important to recognize that CAAR provides far more than just MLS access. It offers invaluable resources that support your growth and sustainability in the long term. So we want you to think of your CAAR membership as an investment in your future. We believe that staying in CAAR gives you the tools and knowledge and support to overcome the challenges and reach new heights in your career. And as I said, the dues will be posted.
Excellent. All right. Amanda, am I okay to take it away on benefits?
It's back to you, Abby.
Okay, fantastic. I just didn't want to steal your thunder in case you had anything else going on.
I don't.
Awesome. I wanted to make sure there were many names on the Zoom that I see that I recognize, but there are probably some new folks too, some new members who have come to join us to see what's going on. In either case, if you're new or returning, there are still many benefits available to you as a Realtor member, and you may not keep them top of mind. So this particular section is to talk to you about various benefits that you can get from the local, state, and national level. So of course, the big umbrella, the National Association of Realtors. One of the biggest things that we wanted to highlight this year, we were able to sign a settlement agreement and opt into the national lawsuit settlement because of the efforts that NAR did for us. Advocacy is a huge piece of what they do. We are not red, we are not blue, we are purple. And we advocate for those in office who support affordable housing and all of the efforts that we try to accomplish in the realtor community. And they fought for us. NAR fought to make sure that we as an association and all of the agents within it were covered under the lawsuit settlement. So that was a big win for us. The board did not hesitate to sign that document to say, if you were a member as of August 17th, you were covered under that seller's lawsuit. So that was the big win for us. On the day-to-day basis, NAR has a website that has tons of resources. You can get discounted services, you can get education. I would encourage you to go to nar.realtor and explore those benefits. Taking a vacation, get a discounted car rental. Wanting to know how to deal with seller representatives, take the designation course that talks about seller representative specialists. They have any number of services that will keep you fresh, current, and in the know about how to be a realtor. So there's a couple of pages on here. They also have businesses with which they do business that could offer you a discount as part of your daily activity. 1-800-GOT-JUNK. Who doesn't have a client that needs to haul off stuff they know they shouldn't have? I have half a garage full of things I know I don't need. So it's good to remind ourselves of the benefits that NAR does offer. Lots of good stuff. Virginia Realtors at the state level. I'm talking again about the past President's Council meeting we just had. We had some agents and brokers in the room who said we could not do our daily business without Virginia Realtors. And these next two slides are a screenshot of what they offer laid out on their very fancy promotional page. But I know that many of you on this call and the past presidents who I was talking about use the Virginia Realtors hotline. We at the local CAAR association utilize the Virginia Realtors contracts. That is a significant benefit that they give to us. We offer those contracts through all of our MLSs. And they also provide support. So that's a significant savings and benefit for the association to be able to use those forms and contact somebody when they have a very specific question. And lots of other great things. They are doing events as well. And I would be remiss if I didn't mention that they have the Refresh Conference coming up in September in Richmond, which makes it super close. And it's quite affordable. So I hope that you're considering coming to that particular event. So the Refresh Conference, virginiarealtors.org is the where to find that information.
All right, I'll take it out. I'll take it from here if that's okay, Abby.
Absolutely.
I'll
Thanks,
move
Ann.
in. Okay, we wanted to talk also about the local benefits that you're having, being part of CAAR. So you've seen what happens at the national level, state level, but there's a ton that happens at the local level, which is CAAR. So first of all, you can see here all the tools and services that are provided by CAAR. Transaction Desk and Authentisign, which is free with your subscription to the MLS. The courthouse retrieval system data, single sign-on dashboard, the member portal, all of those. We have a ton of information here, things that are going to save you time and money and keep you competitive. So in addition to that, we also have an amazing amount of networking opportunities in the, Abby, do you want to move us along?
Sure.
There you go. Okay, there you go. Paragon and the Paragon benefits includes, the fact that we also are CAAR Paragon is combined with the Harrisonburg Rockingham Association of Realtor, which their abbreviation is CAAR, which I can never pronounce. So I'm glad they spelled it out. And then CAAR, which is the Greater Augusta Association of Realtors. So when you go into the MLS, you're seeing, as if it were part of the same association, all the listing from the city of Harrisonburg, Rockingham County, Augusta County, Waynesboro, and Stanton. So this is a really great way of making sure that we keep ourselves really aware of what's going on around us. In addition, we have a data share agreement with Bright that covers all of those counties. Now, you may ask, why is Albemarle County in there? That's because it's already part of CAAR. What happens with the Bright data share agreement is any Bright realtor who submits a listing for any of those counties, including our Albemarle County, Charlottesville, everything that is in our footprint shows up in our database. Without the Bright data share agreement, if somebody in Bright put in a listing in Albemarle County, we wouldn't be able to see it. Our clients might see it on some other website, but we wouldn't see it. So this way, this allows us to have all the information for everything that is for sale in all of those counties, which is extremely valuable. We're also always considering the possibility of extending that if need be, and we're constantly looking at how best to equip all of the realtors, all of us with the information that we need to be the most valuable we can to our clients. So in addition to that, we also have a lot of networking opportunities. So being part of CAAR is really, it's more than just paying your dues, getting your MLS. It's actually being part of a community that is going to enhance your business in so many ways. So first of all, the affiliates are an integral part of what CAAR has to offer. Because we have over 200 affiliate members from all of the companies, the types of companies that you see here, those are all people that are available for you to interact with and get to know, because it's hard when you just see a name on a page and you can't put a face to a name. Those affiliates come to the general membership meeting, they sponsor our event. They're going to be there for the conference that we're having on September 12th, which hopefully all of you will be there for, because we are going to do basically a mini trade show, which a lot of the affiliates are going to be there. It's a great opportunity for you to get to know them and create a kind of a Rolodex of resources for your clients. It's a really valuable tool. In addition, there's a lot of other opportunities for networking by participating in the association's framework. Do you want to go to the next slide?
Yep, there we go.
There we go. So volunteering to participate in some of CAAR's committees and council may sound like something where you're giving to CAAR, but trust me, you get so much more back from volunteering because, first of all, as a particular past president likes to say, if you're not at the table, you're on the menu. So you want to be at the table where the decisions are being made that relate to the association. So you're able to kind of really be a part of the decisions that are being made. In addition, the relationship that you create with the other realtors in an environment other than that of a transaction are incredibly beneficial to the transactions you're going to have with those people later on. Because if you've been on a committee with somebody and next thing you know, you have a buyer, you have a seller, and you're working together, you've already got a basis of knowing each other. This is something that, trust me, is very unusual for most associations. There is associations where maybe there's a lot more members and therefore you're never going to make a transaction with the same person twice, and you're always in transactions with realtors you don't know. We actually know each other really well here, and the way it facilitates relationships so much, and it makes problems a lot easier to solve oftentimes when you're in a relation, when you actually know people and there's a basis of trust there. So, volunteering with CAAR is a great opportunity to meet other realtors. And there's a lot of different ways. You might say, well, I don't have time to do that. There is long-term commit. You can be in a committee, you can be on the board, you can be on a project team that meets twice, you can be on the board meeting, and you can bite the bullet like I did and become president, and it's a 4-year commitment. And that's basically, the sky's the limit. You can be as involved as you want to be. In addition, we have, so if you, short of being a volunteer, you can come and participate in the general membership meetings that we have. Those are free to everyone. Affiliates, we have a lot of affiliates to come to those. All of the realtors, as many realtors as possible, hopefully come to those. They're usually very well attended. We try and create some really interesting topics that, we've done things about the zoning. When the zoning in Charlottesville changed, we had people come and talk to us about it. We do a lot of things that kind of help give you information that is very useful for your business. And it's another opportunity to meet people. The Charlottesville Young Professional Network is another great professional development and social network that you can be a part of. And we also do some fun community partner volunteer events, build days, food pantries, bell ringing. If you just keep, opening that newsletter that you get every Monday, you'll see all the opportunities that you have to actually make a difference in the community. And to kind of do that, basically it's being organized by CAAR. You just need to basically sign up. Yes, I will go help put a ramp. I will paint a room. I will, so it's a great opportunity to participate and network with people and also do some good. In addition, we have an awards program that recognizes some of the best and the brightest in our community and gives us an opportunity to kind of celebrate everyone's achievements. And it's a great way of recognizing the people among us. This is usually something where somebody gets nominated by somebody else. So it's a really great opportunity for you to show excellence and recognize excellence as well. We have, oh gosh, I could spend an hour on this. Professional development. We have so many classes here, from the post-licensure to the CE education, broker classes. We host a lot of classes in our area. Most associations around us don't have nearly as many hours of education as we do. And Abby, I'm going to put you on the spot, and I know Teresa is in the background. How many hours of education are we offering in a given year?
260 hours plus.
Okay.
So a combination of all the formats that we offer: designation, certification, CE, non-CE,
Yes.
coffee chats.
That's right. So if you like to take classes online, then have at it. But the fact is, you have an opportunity to actually sit in a classroom, ask questions of the instructors, and do, in-person classes at CAAR. And I think it's an incredible commitment that we've made to education and to helping our community be more educated, better prepared. And we have, we even have a new realtor incentive program, which I think I was actually excited. I was part of the creation of that about 6 years ago, I would think. About 6 years, which is basically every new realtor that comes into the profession is invited to participate in this program, where over the course of a year, they're being given a number of classes that are going to help them become full-fledged realtors, because as you all know, once you get your real estate license, that doesn't mean you know how to be a realtor. There's a big difference there. So the idea is to help equip the new realtors with the information that they need in order to, to participate in this profession in a way that is ethical, efficient, and knowledgeable. And we even put some teeth behind it by saying that if you complete the entire incentive program, you're going to be getting, correct me if I'm wrong,
50%.
it's half off your dues the following year. So if you
Half
know
off
anybody
the
who is
CAAR
starting
realtor dues. Just want to
Yes.
clarify. Half off
Yeah,
CAAR realtor dues.
car realtor dues, yes. So, if you know anybody who's starting in this business, make sure that they know about this program. And then if you're interested in developing your leadership, and you can participate in the Pat Jensen Leadership Academy. You can apply to that academy, which really helps you develop leadership skills, which, let's be honest, we're all leaders in our own business, because we're all, realtors, we all run our own businesses. So everyone is a leader because you're the leader of your own organization. So the Leadership Academy really helps with developing those skills. Another CAAR benefit is the fact that when you're a member of CAAR, you are signing on to abide and act by the Realtor Code of Ethics and the standards of practices. That means that we are all under this umbrella. We all hold each other to this high standard of practice, of ethical practices, which without being a realtor, having the term realtor behind our name, there is no guarantee of abiding by the Code of Ethics. That to me is almost the most important part of being a realtor, is the fact that when you say you're a realtor, you have made a commitment to the Code of Ethics. And because we're part of VAR as well, whenever there's a complaint filed, it's being heard by the grievance review, ethics, and arbitration hearing panels, which is done from VAR. So that's kind of part of what VAR does for us, because we're part of this three-legged stool of like the local, state, and national association. So, and of course, you can also participate in the professional standards committee. So you can be part also. It's really interesting actually to be on a hearing panel, hearing about complaints that have been made against people. So you can get a much better sense of the Code of Ethics in action. It's a really valuable tool. So I think that next, I think I'm going to pass it back to you, Abby, to talk about the CAAR office and everything it offers.
You got it. Absolutely. And I had made a reference earlier in the call that you can just drive by 550 Hillsdale Drive and not really understand what goes on behind those doors. And I think we absolutely felt that when we were experiencing COVID. Nobody wanted to come to the office. Most folks weren't traveling. We all worked remotely for a year, but we came back to the office because we know that we're a local association. And we have a lot of members who come by and say, I was driving by, I was in the area, and I need X. I need help with something, or I need to purchase a sign writer. So don't forget the fact that you have a building where you can come and interact with human beings. We can interact with you on the phone and over email. That's great. Those options are there for you if you need those, but please do come by the office. And I think there's a huge value in being able to shop the realtor store so you can get something that's just right for your client, or the open house that you need. But you're going to be able to interact, ask questions, talk with folks, and get your needs met in person. But again, call us or email us as well. We're happy to talk with you. Additional resources that we offer that we manage out of this office, our website. We have such exciting news coming, and I wrote down September 23rd, so we don't have a sample of what it looks like yet, but I know that Anne and Allie DeGuardo, one of our staff members, have been working diligently with a number of members to figure out what you need on a website that would make it easier for you to do business. So we've created an interface that you'll see on September 23rd-ish. We believe that's the date, but just best case scenario, September 23rd. There will be resources for not only you as a member, but also the public, so that you can send your clients there to get information. And you'll be able to see which segment. If you're a member of the public, you can click one side. If you're a member, you can click another side and have quick access to all of your realtor benefits. The Conference Center is another entity that lives behind those doors on 550 Hillsdale Drive, and we have a team of folks who are prepared to help you host your broker meeting, a meeting with your client, an education seminar that your brokerage wants to hold, or if you know a community group that has a need for a space, we'd love to give you and that group a discount. Because you're a Realtor member, we will help host you here in the conference center and give you a discount. So many great spaces. I'm hoping I'm getting this right. I think we have about 4,500 square feet of column-free meeting space. And we have rooms that can accommodate 4 people, 30, 20, 200. So we have lots of options. A number of years ago, and I'm going to help you with timing again, was it 6 or 7 years ago, where we as an organization said, we have this building. What is the highest and best use of the real estate that we own? And at the time, the group of folks who were making the decision said, we need a place for our agents and brokers to go. We want to create a conference center. In addition, that center is open to the public. It is one more avenue that we have as an association that will draw in the public so we can provide more positive, meaningful relationships of the realtor community. So yes, it's serving a need in terms of meeting space, but subtly behind the scenes, the public is getting a way to interact with the realtor community in a very positive light, so that then that transcends hopefully to your interactions with particular contracts and clients. So call us. Brent is always available to talk with you. They too have their own website. And if we haven't done that yet, we should drop the link to the Hillsdale Conference Center in the Zoom chat. And I know we have some staff who are answering questions there. So we've done everything from wedding showers to brokerage meetings to celebrations of life and everything in between. So we're here to help. Let's see, advocacy. Not only do we talk amongst ourselves and try and figure out how you can best do your business, we take that discussion to the local government agencies. We take that information to the Hill in Richmond to make sure that those legislators who are representing you know what position to take that will most benefit affordable housing and private property rights. So a lot of those activities happen in the background and you don't even know what's going on. But please understand that Neil Williamson and the Public Affairs Group and the Board of Directors are keenly aware of current issues happening in our local community and are willing to take a stand and give information to our legislators so that they know that they're making the best decision that benefits your clients and those who need affordable housing. So we have a number of advocacy events that we have on the calendar to educate the realtor community about some of those activities coming up. We also have activities where we go to the legislature and we talk to them directly. We want to take you with us. Realtor Day on the Hill happens in January or February, depending on when we can get it scheduled that year. But we will go visit with our legislators and talk to them directly about what we think would benefit your clients and the realtor community. Pancakes and Politics, December 9th. Is anybody else hungry? I'm hungry. So I hope to see you December 9th in the building where Neil Williamson has invited a panel of speakers so that you can understand the upcoming legislative agenda for next year. Does anybody remember the rain tax? I'm looking at Amanda and Ann. Maybe yes. We knew that there was legislation coming down that would essentially tax us for any of the precipitation coming down over roofs or over a period, over a particular property. So we took a stand. We said that we don't want an additional tax, and we believe that the city or county can create a different way to address the need for additional revenue. And Neil Williamson and the Public Affairs Group and the Board of Directors all fought very hard to educate our local government officials about what the best decision would be for you and your clients. So if there are some folks shaking their head going, I don't know what the rain tax is, it's because of the efforts of Neil Williamson, Public Affairs, and the Board of Directors. We do not have a rain tax. So we use our advocacy dollars to benefit you. What else? So many good things. I think I've mentioned all of these. Oh, RPAC, the Realtor Political Action Committee. I can hear Tiffany in my brain. She wants me to tell you, Tiffany Van is one of our, is our membership services coordinator. She helps to intake everybody, answer questions about membership, but she also works with our volunteers for raising money for the Realtor Political Action Committee. we have a murder mystery dinner coming up. And I know you're excited. You signed up right away. I'm excited to have you there. So your registration dollars will go to the CAAR local funds. So we can use dollars that are available to Neil Williamson and the Free Enterprise Forum and the Public Affairs Group to take those and utilize those dollars to benefit and advocate for you and your client. So the murder mystery dinner is a fundraiser, but know that the dollars that are contributed are going to work hard for you in the coming months. And it's just going to be fun. So you're showing value by giving to RPAC and having fun along the way. We like to do both here at CAAR, right, ladies?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Communications. How many different ways do you hear from us? And by the looks of this list, it's long because we know that you're busy. You're not going to always read an email, and that's okay because we have messages we want to get to you, and we're going to provide them in any way possible. So I do hope that you get our Monday news group email, as Anne had talked about. But if you miss it for some reason, keep it in your inbox, go back and reference it later, or you can find us on all these other platforms. We want to get our message across to you in so many different ways. Find us on social, find us on LinkedIn, the YouTube channel, and a shameless plug, this video will be recorded. And when we're done, it'll be posted to the YouTube channel. So if you have colleagues who didn't see it and you know they need this information, just tell them to check out the CAAR YouTube channel. We will be proactively sending you the link to this recording, but the CAAR YouTube channel is always available. And you're going to find some great GMM and Latte and Learn content there as well. So check it out for some really good current content. And then social media, we know that you guys are on it. We want to give information there. So find us on Facebook, LinkedIn, etc.
Yes.
Oh,
All
and that's a
right.
lot. We've had a
Great.
lot, and I know we need questions too.
Well, I wanted to, before we go to the questions, I just wanted to kind of point out the fact that we're continuously evaluating the benefits that we provide the members, and we are constantly trying to figure out what members need and how to get it to them. So one thing that we are working towards is a showing scheduling service. We can't give you details right now because the contract hasn't been signed, but know that it is coming. And we're working towards it. So we're constantly looking at what you need. And if you have thoughts about things that you wish we had, please email me, email Abby, email, communication at email Ali, any one of us will be happy to hear if you feel that there are some additional benefits that you'd be interested in having that we don't currently have. And look at the benefits that are, available from VAR as well as CAAR, because for example, VAR came out this year with the Forewarn app, which is kind of like a security kind of background check app, which hopefully all of you, that's a benefit that VAR has come out with. And hopefully a lot of you are taking advantage of it. So both, the local and the state association are constantly looking at what they can do to provide more value. So if you think we're missing something, please let us know. And I just want to make sure that also that you kind of, hopefully we've shown you with everything that we just talked about that the value of CAAR membership extends well beyond dollars. It's about the community. It's about, being part of something bigger than just who we are. So I just want to go ahead. Should we go ahead and see if there's any questions? I see one so far, but hopefully they're coming in. So
Yes.
I want to go ahead and put those questions in there.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to stop sharing the screen for a little bit. The Zoom toolbar folks, just hit up the Q&A or the chat and we will try and find you. So let me knock this out. I know that staff has been answering some questions as we go through, but I want to make sure that everybody has a chance to hear about them. So I'll run through those quickly. So I'm in the Q&A.
One from the PAT President's Council.
The PAT President's Council. So there's lots. Facebook page about annual dues. Donna Patton wants us to know that, again, we're in multiple channels. Tiffany, while we were on this chat, has already posted some information about the annual dues and service fees. So you can find different information on our Facebook page. Just a note, we are going to bill quarterly, fourth quarter service fees, which includes your key and MLS service on Friday. So tomorrow we will bill that. You have 30 days to pay that. So no problem there. And on Tuesday, September 3rd, we're going to bill your annual dues. We wanted some distance between those two posts. So please know if you get a bill on Friday and you get a bill on Tuesday, those are very separate items and they both need to be paid. If you have your service fees on auto deduct, where you gave us a credit card and gave CAAR permission to just charge that fee when it came out, know that that will work for your quarterly fees for MLS and Key. Auto deduct does not work for dues. Dues must be paid specifically by you, and it's either going to be check or credit card. So you'll get an email from us noting that your dues bill is ready. It'll give you a detailed explanation about what's there, why it's there, what you're supporting if you choose to make contributions to, Amanda, you said RPAC and the foundation.
Yes.
There's details about that, but please know member dues are not auto deducted from your credit card on file. Okay.
It looks like we wanted to, can you, from the past president council, they said, can you remind us which association we have CenturyLock reciprocity with?
Yes, absolutely. We have CenturyLock reciprocity for any association for which we have all MLS data available, which means Greater Augusta, Harrisonburg, Rockingham, and Greater Piedmont. All of those counties for each of those associations has data in our system that will give you the information you need to read about that listing before you can log in and access that key for that particular listing. We are continuing discussions about adding more associations for which we cooperate our key. But the key factor that the board and the MLS committee have said is we want to make you a smart agent. We're not going to just say anybody can have access. We want you to have the data of that listing before you key into a property and vice versa. We don't want an out-of-town agent who doesn't have any information on your listing to be able to access that listing. So Greater Augusta,
can you clarify what
Harrisonburg,
reciprocity means?
what reciprocity means? Absolutely. So CAAR and many of our local counties around us have the CenturyLock service. So if you have that service, you don't have to share a one-day code. You're automatically going to be able to access that listing. So for listings that are generated by a Greater Augusta, Harrisonburg, Rockingham, or Greater Piedmont realtor member, you don't need to do anything but show up to that house and open that box. If a listing, say that again.
With an appointment.
With an appointment, absolutely. We're being respectful. For listings that are created by a realtor in other counties, for instance, in the Bright footprint, Fredericksburg, Prince William, Northern Virginia, we do not have automatic reciprocity for you to be able to open that box. You would need to contact the agent and get a one-day code to access that box. Even though we both have CenturyLock, you still have to make that call. Excellent. So past presidents, keep the questions coming. Lauren dropped in the hillsdaleconferencecenter.com website. So we want you to see the beautiful space. So if you're not going to come in for a tour and chat with us here in the office, please visit hillsdaleconferencecenter.com and you'll know how to get a hold of us so that you can hold a future meeting here. Thank you, Lauren. Somebody wanted to know, go ahead, Ann.
There's another question in here. Why can you not place Bright MLS listings in your personal websites after paying for CAAR IDX? Very limited Bright sharing, question mark.
Okay. When we signed the data share agreement with Bright, we negotiated where those listings would go. We wanted to see the Bright listings in the MLS so that you could run searches, have awareness of what's happening in the community, and be able to share those with your clients. But we don't have access to that data in order to share it out. So we still have control. If you enter information into CAARMLS.com as a CAAR member and a CAAR MLS subscriber, we control where that data goes to your benefit. We're not trying to limit it. We just want you to know that we're good stewards of your data and we're distributing based on how you tell us to distribute that information. Bright told us in our contract agreement that not all of their data can be distributed by us. Because it was created by a Bright agent, they are in control of where that distribution goes. So they've given permission for it to live in the MLS, but we can't always share it back out to another third party or your own personal website. Good deal. And you answered a question. Somebody wanted to know what the difference was between last year's dues and fees and this year's dues and fees. So I want to, did I say it was 136?
I think
You
it's
said
136. I remember
136.
136.
I rounded down to
You
130.
rounded down. Yes, you're not that far off. So $135 is the total difference. But what you're going to feel is a much smaller punch, so to speak, next week, because that 135 includes the increased service fees over the period of the year. So you're not going to see that impact initially all at once next week when you see your dues and service fees.
And it's overall, it's kind of, I think we've averaged it out. It's about 8 to 9% across the board.
Yes, absolutely. And Tiffany's provided some stuff in the chat. RPAC at CAAR.com. You can find out more about that murder mystery dinner. What else are we missing? Ann and Amanda, do you see any additional stuff that we haven't talked about yet?
I'm not seeing anything else.
Okay. How about this? I don't know that we have it on the next screen, but let me promise you this. Staff, if you could drop in the chat info@CAAR.com, attendees can click on that email address and you can send us any question that you have. If there's something we did not address, feel free to reach us at the main number or email info@CAAR.com and we will get you all those answers.
Especially for those of you who are watching this who are just watching the recording and don't have an opportunity to ask a question live.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right. I think we're going to wrap it up. Yes, I do want to talk to everyone about the CAAR Reconnect Conference and Expo. I've already mentioned it. I really hope that you will choose to attend it. It's going to be a really great opportunity to meet some of our affiliates and we have a lot of education. We call those Ignite sessions. We have some short sessions on topic. It's going to be like it's a mini CAAR conference. It's one day. It's, I think it's 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Yep, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Thursday, September 12th. Also, another reason to attend. I think that Abby piqued your interest about the new website. We're actually going to be showcasing the new website, the new CAAR.com website. We're going to have a table. We're going to have it set up on screens for you to kind of look around and see the look and feel. We're beta testing it the week of the 9th. So, you know, that's why the September 23rd is a hopeful date, because if beta testing goes well, then it's definitely going to be the September 23rd. But the whole point is to find bugs. If we find bugs, it might be a little bit later, but we want to give you a bug-free website. So, but yeah, the conference is going to be a really great opportunity. You can see here the schedule at a glance. It is also, do we have this flyer, this schedule posted anywhere that people can reference back if they want to take a look at it?
Yes, it is on the CAAR Education and Events calendar. And if you click on September 12th, you'll get the information that you need.
Okay, perfect. There you go.
You bet.
So please put it on your calendars. I hope to see you there. I'll definitely be there. But we're looking forward to it. Thank you so much for joining us today. I know this is there's a lot going on right now in our industry. There's a lot of things that can be anxiety producing, but I think we wanted to make sure that you understand that CAAR is in your corner, to make sure that we're providing you with the tools that you need and the support that you need in order to kind of maneuver this brave new world we're entering as of, this month. So thank you for joining us, and we hope you have a great rest of your day.
Thank you.